Boosie fans, we got some good news. Boosie is not going to prison. As of today, January 9th, he had court, he showed up, and it went in his favor. Shout out to infamous Sylvia. She been covering this whole situation since day one. She got somebody that was actually in the court building who was there through the whole process, so he got the information. I told y'all, if it's out there, Big Mike gonna find it for y'all and bring it to y'all, because that's what I do. So let's get into this video of Boosie sentencing.
Grayson, dude,
We don't
he had got.
care.
Hold on, no, y'all gonna have to care. Y'all gonna have to care, because that's what I'm gonna tell you. So this is, let me tell you how I'm gonna present it, right? So literally, Boosie has at least 8 people there for him, like that work with him or his family type shit, right? The guy before him, he was just deported, crossed over within 6 days, and the judge was like, she was sentencing him, and she basically said that, you can't enter the U.S. again. If I see you again, blah, blah, blah. But she was very, nice to him, the way she was presenting it. So I was like, okay, Boosie's called up next. So I'm thinking, okay, she probably going to give him just time served, whatever, right? So Boosie's attorney and him, right? Megan Blanco, standing right next to each other. And she's like, she gives her a little, the judge says, would you like to say something, whatever? So then she said, yeah, we would like to recommend just time served. This is what the attorney's saying. And she starts bringing up, I think she was nervous. She had to be nervous because she started saying, based on Mr. Hatz's prior criminal, this is his own attorney. Based on his prior criminal history, he was sentenced for drug trafficking. This is his own attorney saying this. Saying,
wow. Was she trying to put the fix in? Oh no. Like, why would your attorney say something like that, man? Like, that sounds crazy as fuck. Ain't you paying this lady? I'll get rid of her ass, man. Or at least look into it. Like, what the fuck? Was you high or something? Like, right now is not the time.
he had drug trafficking, and the judge told her, she said, you know what? She said, just zip it. She told Megan Blanco, she said, just zip it. And she said, I'm going to recommend, this is before the government even steps in, right? She says, I'm going to recommend, you have a lot of followers, you're very influential, this, that, and the other. You should be sentenced to, this bitch, bro. How is this lady going? Hold up.
Dang, bro.
Damn, just tell us. Jesus.
So anyway, so the man got 300 hours of community service.
Yes.
300 hours of community service, a $50,000 fine.
Shout out Boosie. No jail cell.
Time served.
Yes.
And 3 years of supervised release.
Yes.
Hold on, 1 second. Hold up. Sorry. I just got a this lady gave me a ticket. But anyways,
Again, you got another ticket? Look.
Well, no, I had bought the parking. The parking was $35, and then
shout out to bro for bringing us this information, man. Come on, Boosie fans, y'all make some comments. Hit that like button. If you new to the channel, sub up. Big Mike bringing it to y'all. Again, shout out to Don and infamous Sylvia.
She was, because it was no parking, right? So I had looped in and parked in a like in the tandem, and
think she muted his ass.
That's besides the point. So yeah, so he ended up getting 300 hours of community service, a $50,000 fine. Oh, and then also because he had a cash bond, and I guess he had like a high cash bond. Megan Blanco was the attorney was trying to see if the judge can order where that cash bond can be used towards that $50,000 fine. And she said, yes, it can be used, but I can't order anything because that office, the probation office, or the bond office has like a different accounting. And so they're going to go back and get, so, that's probably what they're going to do today. I don't know how much his bond was, but I know it was over 50,000. It was high.
It was
And
high. Remember we did a live on it? It was pretty high.
yeah, it was high. It was high. And I remember because she even said, the judge was like, she's like, I know you're gonna want that cash bond back. She's like, you could use that towards the I think it was like 120,000 or some, it was like some crazy. And then also she said that he cannot possess a firearm. And that what else? You could tell, oh, also, you can tell that oh, so then this is what happened, right? So sorry, I was thrown off because of this lady. So after Megan speaks, the judge tells her to, she said, zip it. Then she said, government, would you like to say anything? So remember when Boosie was charged, it was an older gentleman. It was an older guy by the name of Prosecutor Wheat. He
Yeah, I
was
remember
actually in
him.
San Diego State. Remember him, the old white guy? And he was like,
Yeah, I remember
Boosie's
him.
this.
He
And
hated
remember,
Boosie.
he hated Boosie. Remember he told Boosie about, he read him his lyrics or something like that? Remember that, you guys?
Mm-hmm.
And so he actually retired.
Oh.
And that's what she was saying. She was saying because it was three new attorneys there for the government, and one was a younger black lady with twist dreadlocks, and then it was a white lady, and then a white guy, and the lady with the twist locks, she's the one who got up. And so this is the crazy part. Megan Blanco, she was like, thank you, Judge. I really want to appreciate, your time. And she said, I also want to thank these two new prosecutors who were assigned to the case since Mr. Wheat retired. I really want to just give them show my gratitude, towards them, towards this case. This is right after the judge said she gave her sentence, right?
Mm-hmm.
This lady from the government stands up and says, right after Megan Blanco just complimented them, she stood up and said, I really appreciate that, Judge, but no. He based on his criminal history, and we think that he's going to reoffend. That was not a fake firearm; that was a real firearm in his thing in his waistband.
That's cold. After the judge already pretty much sends you in a last ditch effort, the prosecutor try to throw a curveball and really try to put her foot on your neck. That's bad, man. Real different.
He doesn't have any respect for the law, like all this stuff. She's going in, and I'm like, that's crazy, because Megan had just was just complimenting her. I was like, that's crazy. So then the judge, it's the judge's turn, and then that's when she's like, she starts going in on how, I agree with that, and technically I could, based on his, because he's a 12 from his prior criminal history, I guess he's a level 12. And so she started going on the points, because it's all based on points system in the federal. And so she was basically saying that this is what I'm going to do. But if I see you again, if I see you while you're on this bond, or I mean, while you're on this supervised release for 3 years, you could get a substantial sentence, 36. I think it was 36 to 48 months or something like that. She was saying. So, but ultimately, yes, he got, and everybody, like his, he had like a couple assistants there. His mom was there. His girl was there. And they were all like sitting there, like you could tell they was doing stuff like this. Yes, like thank God, like stuff like that, because ultimately he's out. You know what I'm saying? He's free.
Yeah.
And I think Boosie was more so upset that he's even on anything. You see what I'm saying? Because that's still supervised release. 3 years of supervised, that's still 3 more years of, doing all the, he was previously on house, the bond. And she also said that he's subject to search at any time from law enforcement. Anytime.
And they already mess with him down here. They already mess with him down here all the time. So
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's what I'm worried about, and that was what the government was saying, that, he has no regard for the law, all this stuff. I was like, man, that's crazy. But she's like, you do a lot of community service. She's like, you don't want to teach the youth. She's like, there's a lot of, she's like, that doesn't make you a man holding a gun, and she was telling Boosie this. And he's just sitting there, like, you could tell it was like, come on, bro, like, I know this. But, she has to go through her policies and procedures with how she, lays it out. And she was like, you influence a lot of, the young men. She's like, there's a lot of killings out there, young men with violence. She said violence. And She's like, yeah, you don't want to influence, kind of what Judge
So,
Whitaker did
so
to
do
Young Thug.
do we have to go do like like random drug testing?
No, she didn't mention that, but she did. She said that they were going to move. Oh, this was also the crazy part. She was like, I know you. It's your probation. She said we can transfer it to, or we can, because you live out of Georgia. She was like, we can, make sure that you've moved to Georgia or whatever, but you're still going to be checking in with our probation. She said, I want to make sure I keep my finger on this case for the remainder of it. She was like, I know there's been a lot of this and that going back and forth, and all the case droppings, the Supreme Court, all this stuff. She said she wants to make sure she's on this case.
Can you repeat what he got again, please? Because there are people coming in who didn't hear it. What did you get?
Okay, he got so Boosie got sentenced to 300 hours of community service, a $100 civil assessment, a $50,000 fine, and 3 years of supervised release.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. So that's what he got. And so at the end right now, you can just tell. Remember the one time when I got Boosie on camera?
All right, that's it for this one. Hey, Boosie is officially a free man. He not going to jail. This been hanging over his head for a while. I just did a video not too long ago where he was begging Trump in an Instagram post for a pardon in case he did get sentenced, but he didn't get sentenced. So I know he gonna pull up and party tonight. Shout out to Boosie. And also shout out to Infamous Sylvia and Dom K. Definitely, if you want more information on Boosie, go over to her channel. She covering A through Z. But Boosie is free. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comments. If y'all new to the channel, sub up. Everybody hit the like button. I need at least 300 likes on this one. But that's it for this one. I'll see y'all on the next one.